If you're seeing this, well, that means it's Tarot Tuesday. And wouldn't you know it, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the week ahead. So welcome. If you've never been here, my name is Lara. If you have been here, welcome back. We are going to talk a little bit about the astrology of the energy of the week coming up for us. We're also going to consult a couple of oracle cards to see what themes we're working with, catch what vibes Spirit has to throw at us. And then we're going to dive in with some tarot cards and see what's in store for us. So if you're seeing this and it is a Tuesday and it happens to be Tuesday, July 30th in the year 2024, then that's great. If it's not that day, whether it's a day later or 5 years later, that's okay too, because time isn't linear. So the messages that are coming through are meant to reach you when they're reaching you, and so you can trust that. Also, this is a general reading. We are looking at the energy surrounding the collective who are coming to this particular reading, who are finding it. So the energy can manifest in so many different ways. In fact, it can manifest in a plethora of ways just in your life, and let alone somebody else's life. So, you know, it might not be super specific like a private reading would be, but we're taking a look at the broad overview. So make of it what you make of it. You know what messages are for you. You know, if it doesn't resonate, then that's okay too. But yeah, you'll know. All you really need to do is do your best to keep an open heart and an open mind, and even if they aren't fully open, maybe the messages will crack you open a little bit more, just a little bit, like in a really nice, soft, beautiful way. We don't need any more trauma. The world is insane enough. Okay, so yes, yeah. Okay, great. So that being said, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the astrology of the week coming up. So we're talking about the week of Tuesday, I'm looking at my calendar, Tuesday, July 30th through August 5th. Okay. I haven't switched it over yet, but anyway, that should be right. Anyway, next 7 days, count it out on a calendar. Starting on the 30th. So, and last week I just really didn't have the bandwidth to dive in a whole lot. I am not necessarily an astrologer. I am someone who, I'm very into it and I know a few things, but mostly my work is informed by astrology, because astrology also works with archetypes and things like that, just like tarot does. And there's associations to the tarot with astrology. And I work a lot with birth charts and whatever. Anyway, my point being, I didn't really have the bandwidth to be up in the know, but there was like a lot of stuff that happened at the end of the week as well. Mercury is in its shadow phase, going into retrograde, which is in Pisces, which is a little tricky from what I understand with Mercury energy in Pisces. Pisces is very fanciful, Blah. There's a lot going on in Pisces right now, because also we have Saturn in retrograde, we have Neptune in retrograde. Those planets will be in retrograde for a little while. I think for like the rest of the year, pretty much. And then Chiron, you know, the wounded healer, also, I think just went retrograde, because apparently we're having a party in Pisces in retrograde. So a lot is coming up, and I feel some pressure cooking, but we do also have a new moon happening on August 4th, and I believe something's going on August 5th, but I'm not remembering what that is. But the new moon is going to be our new moon in Leo. So, and Leo is big and bright. We are officially in Leo season, Leo vibes, okay? And yes, so we're moving in. Also, on July 28th, oh, duh. Okay, sorry. I was just thinking about life on the 28th, and now things make sense. Anyway, on July 28th, I don't know how you would say it, but I guess you could say it this way. The Sirius, the Lionsgate portal began to open. It's going to be a process, and it's going to move us through past August 8th, because that's like the portal number. And so this is where we have a direct line to Sirius, the star, which has it's in a different solar system. Our sun, no, not Earth aligning, but the sun aligns. So, am I remembering this correctly? I think so. Anyway, there's a lot, the veil is thin. There's a lot of potential for manifestation. There's a lot of potential for downloads. Sirius is known to have a lot more wisdom, and Sirius, like the sun in our solar system, this represents like the sun card, the literal thing that our world revolves around, right? This is also the ego, okay? Ego in the sense of, well, all of it. The sign of Leo also has a lot going on with ego, confidence. This is what lights up our life, the sun, right? We would not have life without the sun. And even in our chakra system, okay? So there's like a whole bunch of chakras, but the main 7 that we work with, the solar plexus, solar, sun, that is also the same energy. So solar plexus is very much our will, our drive, our confidence, our self-confidence, our identity. Maybe also some elements of personality, because that sort of like that sort of informs the identity. So all of that, and Sirius represents our spiritual sun. Okay, so it's a time where a lot of spiritual information can be lit up. And yeah, it's big energies. And that's going to be like a good chunk of Leo season as we're in it. So, it all just keeps moving, honey. It all just keeps moving. And that's what we're working with astrologically. So what is that going to mean for the next 7 days for us? Let's see. Let's take a look. Let's see. Let's see, shall we? All right, so I'm going to grab the Oracle of Mystical Moments deck. We know it. We love it. And I'm going to take a little breath. Shake it out. What themes, messages, energies, vibes are we working with over the next 7 days? Please and thank you. What messages are coming through for the collective that is seeing this? Okay. That's a weird reaction. Oh, okay. So right out of the gate. How interesting. New directions. So already shift. But the new directions in this card, as I just saw 1111. Ooh, that's a fun one. New directions, 1111. What? All right, this is serious, so I guess you better pay attention to what I'm saying. Okay, so what we have on this card of new directions is we see, this is such a cute little top hat here. This is reminding me of like a performance magician who pulls rabbits out of a hat, just right out of the bat. It's a top hat. It's a fancy hat. Okay, so we're in our fancy hat, and it's like this hot air balloon, but it's actually the dandelion that has, what is that process? It's like seeded itself, right? It's not a fresh dandelion. And we have some of these figures, and it's like they are, gosh, they're like climbing, if you can see it, they're climbing on where, you know, these little seeds are each attached, and the wind is like taking this one with it. And the thing about dandelions, I like dandelions. When I was little, I'm sure a lot of people did this, but we would pick the dandelions and play all the games, you know, pull the petals, they love me not. We would, this one's like really, like, this is for mature audience, I guess. I don't know if you, Mama had a baby and its head popped off. I don't know. We would pop the tops off of the dandelions. I don't know. I came from a strange place. I don't know if that's the case, if that's like a normal thing. But also, right, like you would make wishes and you would blow the dandelion seeds. The dandelion turns to seeds on purpose, and I think this is why it's considered a weed, is because right, because it's, well, I mean, whatever, I don't know why it's considered a weed. No, don't listen to that. But the process of it seeding like this is exactly for the purpose that when the wind blows, right, or when you blow on them, the seeds go and they literally get carried on the wind to plant wherever they land. Okay? And this is like still carrying these figures here, but this one figure is off in a new direction with quite a lot of seeds. 1414. All right. Okay. So for whatever that's worth, let's keep going. This also really reminds me of Mary Poppins. Somebody needed to hear that, and it wasn't just me. It reminds me of the Chimney Sweeps. Step in Time. I'm gonna listen to that song later. I think I don't know why, but I feel like step in, you know what I mean? Step in time, step in time. I think that's all the words I know. Chimney, chimney. Maybe that's the one I'm talking about. Yeah. You know what I mean. If you've seen the movie, you know what I mean. Okay. I should know better because I did a tap dance when I was in like 7th grade to that song. So anyway, whatever. I'm going to grab the spicy oracle. Yes. Do we love the spicy oracle? Is it doing anything for you? I need to know. So let me know. Okay. There it is. All right. Not even going to question it. Uh-huh. Okay, so what do we got? We got a little bit of everything. It's a secret. It's a secret. Too bad you're not single. Too bad you're not single. Problem solved. It's a secret. Too bad you're not single. Problem solved. It's as if, this may be specific, but it's as if this whole time the universe has kept a little secret. You weren't supposed to know, okay? You weren't supposed to know. You weren't supposed to know, and there's something with too bad you're not single. I feel like the universe has, the universe has just been waiting for you to get to this place where you realized that this was meant to bring you more fully into your independence. And once that independence, okay, is committed to, once you can commit to the decision, then the problem's solved, right? That the answers come. With it's a secret, it feels like you've been left in the dark, and too bad you're not single for me is like, it's almost as if you didn't have the faith that you could do it for yourself. Like that's the secret being whispered. Like, what's the secret? Too bad you're not single. Too bad you're not doing it for yourself. And then problem solved is like, it's like the universe is like, oh, you got it. I'm dead. Universe got jokes today, all right? My goodness. We're ready to have some fun. I see. Good. I need some. I need more. It's been heavy lately. I don't know about you. But anyway, okay, so that's what I'm picking up on. And also, like, you see this figure, like, they have to go off on their own. There's nobody else from the fancy hat coming with them. Everybody's blowing off on their own. Woo! Okay. I'm going to be honest with you right now. I don't know how you're feeling, but this reading is coming for me. Okay, here we go. We're going to dive in with the tarot. Let me give it a little shuffle. Okay. Spirit, what messages do you have for us? What are we looking forward to over the next 7 days? This is my 3? Okay. Thank you. How fascinating. Oh, jeez. My God. My God. Oh my God, today. All right, let's see what it is. Let's see what you mean. Okay. All right. Let's go. Let's dive into it. Okay, so starting with our shadow card. We have the Emperor. This is like very strong Aries energy. The Emperor has built the thing and sits on his throne. He has his strategy. You can see it's like a divinely guided strategy here. Okay. This is a masculine energy. Has nothing to do with physical gender. This is about an energy expression. So we all have masculine and feminine energy in us. Doesn't matter how you identify physically, with your gender or not. But the Emperor is here. This is the one who has built the structure, has built the foundation. This is someone with a lot of knowledge through experience. Okay? This is feeling like it's coming through as an end goal. The Emperor is coming through with the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so this could mean a couple different things. There's been a lot of work, inner work, self-mastery work, okay? Perfecting the craft that is your life, living your life, okay? Or there has been some lack of discipline thereof, which is interesting. This could also be, this also gives off like father figure vibes. But this is not like a controlling or a domineering energy. In the upright position. So actually, I want to say what's coming through stronger is actually that like this divine masculine energy that you've been working with to really dig in and do the work, do your work. You know what work you've been doing. I think the Emperor is really here, you know, because behind that we have the Moon and also the High Priestess and the 5 of Pentacles. Okay, so I think you've done the work. You've done a lot of really hard work, okay? That's not what this is about. However, There's more you can't see. There's more deep down in there, okay? The high priestess coming in to awaken your inner knowing, your inner knowledge, okay? Revealing more deeply this lack, victim, scarcity mindset. That's what you've been working on. And it is so deep, and there is so much not left to be seen. But the high priestess is the gateway that opens you up to what those truths are. Okay? And with the moon energy, there's a lot of subconscious energy coming through here, and it's the shadow position. The work of self-mastery is often never done. Okay? For what that's worth. Let's look at how this is coming through in our week. So with the Ace of Wands, we have the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Wands in reverse, the Knight of Cups, and the Three of Cups. So I feel like the energy we're working with initially with the Ace of Wands in reverse, this is like a lack of inspiration, not feeling a spark, okay? And the Knight of Cups, I think what's coming in, this could be another person, but I also believe that this is like, you know, people are just mirrors anyway, but what I'm feeling for this is like the romance is coming back into your life. Now, too bad you're not single. Maybe this is about a person for you, but if that's not your track, if that's not where your focus is right now, this is about romancing yourself and moving into the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups this is like friendship. This is community. This is like support, the support that you need. And this could be like what manifests in the physical realm, or this could be more of like on a spiritual aspect. You know, this could be more representative of your guides, your ancestors, spirit guides, the angels that protect you. And with cups, we're talking about our emotions. So the Knight of Cups coming in with this really romantic, really beautiful energy, and finding the community and the support for that for yourself. I see this romance, this romantic energy, right? Like whether it's expressions of self-love or love towards another, okay? If you're not doing it for yourself, you're not doing it for anyone else, first of all. And I'll add to it, if you're not doing it for yourself first, You're not doing it for anyone else. But I'm seeing like we will really be feeling that, and whatever new direction that you are moving in, there were also here with the Emperor and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, there were ways that you were trying to work towards that were not where you were supposed to work towards. For reasons maybe you don't need to know. But this energy of like letting the divine essence come through. This is also a lot about like crown chakra. So is the Ace of Wands. But in the reverse position, there's blockage here. So I think it's a matter of getting creative with how you romance yourself out of this stagnation, out of this I don't know what word I'm looking for. This is reigniting the fire and surrounding yourself with what supports that for you. The people, the places, the guides, right? So that's what I'm seeing. That's what I've got for the week. I mean, it feels great. I love this for us. If this is someone else coming in, I almost am tempted to say, like, be a little wary of, like, if the Knight of Cups is a person for you coming in with a lot of really, like, beautiful romantic things that they're talking about, just be aware, like, where you really sit and those who really love you. Okay? I don't know who that was for, but that was for you if it was for you. So that's what I've got. Hopefully this all makes sense. Thank you so much for being here. I don't even know. Like, I literally don't have words. Sometimes I feel it, whatever. Just thank you for being here. If you're here, whenever you're here. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, do all the things. And if you like, I love hearing how people are resonating with the reading. So please let me know how you feel, what you think, how it goes in the comments below. I love connecting with you. And there's also in the description box, there's all kinds of information if you are interested in knowing more about what I do. I do a lot of things. It's not limited to this. And and there's all kinds of ways to connect with me, to work with me. So if you're curious about anything, you can find information. I know my email is down below. You can always email me. And yeah, I am wishing everyone a good week. Good luck this week. And I will see you on the other side.